Alright, tweets up, bots live, Discord will be along shortly. Hello, Internet! We do include tonight, maybe, just maybe, we can get the final 2 Plum victories we need. And then we move on to Mustard and we start fresh with him. I hope. I hope I can be, like, good enough and lucky enough to get, like, those last 2 Plum wins, because I could really use them so I can, like, start fresh on Mustard. Let's say, how many rolls do I need? Like 200 and change, I think, ish. I'm at like 1785 of 2000. It's 200 something, isn't it? Engineer, incredibly bad at doing math in my head. 215. But before we get into that... Will it pick the right one? Hey, pick the right one. It's a subtle blog, and it isn't the most extravagant one this week, probably because a really big, interesting one, it will probably be this Saturday, because this Saturday would mark the 50th anniversary of Ryder officially. And not only are, and I think I might have talked about this Saturday when we were doing Rampant Gaming at some point, but I'll say it here. Toei's announcing 3 projects of some kind Saturday. There's a website that has 3 countdown timers. They all run out on Saturday, like several hours between them. I think the first project will be announced, I think probably in the afternoon for us on Saturday. And then, like, the second one is, like, 2 hours later. And then the third one, I think it's, like, 4 or so hours later. Something like that. It's a distinct amount of time difference between, like, the second and third projects for some reason. But the first one is, like, the first 2 are fairly close to being announced to each other. So, that's happening. And then I believe this Saturday is also this Saturday is also the start of Team Ryder's Ryder Week, where they're going to have announcements, some movie premieres, or some premieres of some kind. Or no, it is movie premieres, my bad. Movie premieres of some kind, along with a bunch of other stuff. And also, it just got announced today that, like, the next CSM Gaim Lockseed set is opening pre-orders, I believe, the 6th. It's the Kurishima set, so it's the Zangetsu Ryugen set. And the teaser image has Zangetsu Kachidoki on it, so at minimum, I would assume this has Melon Energy, the Zangetsu, pretty much the Melon Kachidoki, probably the Proto Watermelon, maybe even the regular Watermelon, since it's technically originally Takatora's and not Gaim's. That might be how they sneak that one in. Let's see. Then, like, Budo, Kiwi, probably a Proto Ryugen faceplate, along with a regular Zangetsu faceplate. Well, a regular Ryugen, a regular Zangetsu faceplates, and then a Proto Ryugen faceplate, since they keep doing all of the Proto ones, all the Proto writers from the Zangetsu stage show, and it makes sense to do that here. I don't think they would do anything else in that set. That seems like everything that would be in the Kurishima Brothers set. I would be surprised if it's more than that. Oh, and also, supposedly maybe we should be getting scans. Although, apparently I found this out through Matt Hunt's Twitter, that the guy that does the usual, like, magazine leaks, like the Television magazine leaks before they're out, apparently got doxxed. So, we're apparently going to have to wait till actual street date release of Television to actually get magazine stuff anymore, I guess. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, Saturday will be fun. It will be a fun, interesting time, and also a fun, interesting weekend. Anywho, Soto Blog, Kamen Rider Zaya. this wonderful Thouser repaint. And Kamen Rider Metsubo Jinrai, just in time for, I want to say it's the theatrical release of Metsubo Jinrai. I thought it might have been the DVD release, but I guess not. But they look pretty good. Just a reminder of Book 6 that comes out this week, actually. It comes out, like, next... crap. I just put together that Zen Market box. I just put that together, and this comes out this weekend. And I need... 3 boxes out of it? Shit. Oh well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and get the double sets, because there's places I can order it from on through the middleman I have, or through the middleman I use, and maybe it's time I just do it and just bite the bullet and get it done, and just be like, well, it's purchased and it's done. Because I need Lucifer out of this set, and I want this set. Because I mainly want it for the Vulcan wing to, like, the one proper Vulcan wing to put it on my Vulcan. Don't think I need the Burning Falcon wings, or the Flying Falcon wings. I probably do the Burning Falcon wings, if any of them. And probably not the Thousand Jacker. Although I might do the Thousand Jacker with Eden, with, like, the proper, with, like, the Hellrise Progrise key inserted. Anyway, Kamen he looks good. He'll be coming with another Thousand Jacker for everyone who wants more Thousand Jackers in their collection. Metsubo Jinrai also looks pretty good. Although this chest is entirely stickered, and so are the shoulders, and it's like, oof, oof, oof. This suit's giving no fun for the Soto team on this. And he's coming with a loaded, Progress Key loaded, pulled back attach arrow. So, hey, another variation of attach arrow that isn't the briefcase version that everyone wants, apparently. Yeah, they both look good. They both have some, like, remolded parts from other figures to pull off the suit designs. And they've worked to get the best articulation they can with the shoulder armor since it's attached to the chest piece. But that is, like, more or less half of Book 7 with Zaya, Metsubo Jinrai, Elemental Dragon, and Primitive Dragon. All 4 of these are coming in Book 7, which doesn't come out till May, so... and... But also, Shinka art cards with... spoilers, I hope you don't read the text. Honestly, I would like that first one, but I think I secretly want Shinka art cards for, like, my favorite moments from movies. So it's like, there's an O's one with all of the O's forms that appeared in O's Wonderful. I don't think there's a Forze one for like, fusion states. But I would kind of like that. I kind of would like Shinka art cards of, like, some of my favorite movie moments. Yeah, that's it for the blog. Next week is apparently Book 7 stuff. And maybe more, since it is, like, the big Writer Week thing. Have to wait and see. And Jack can see themselves, and now sees themselves some more, and we're off the clue. I'm still curious what Team Rider's going to do movie premiere-wise, because, honestly, two ideas someone could have had just got premiered on the Toei Toku channel, and that was, like, Zeno and Jay. Which means that our 3 not show up but not Heisei writers, our Limbo writers, our Limbo movie writers, are officially subbed and released. Which makes me curious. Like, on one hand, I'm fully expecting potentially a Gaim thing. Because it's Team Rider. They love Gaim. I wouldn't blink at the idea of, like, let's grab another Gaim movie. But what I'm really hoping for is I want news on show releases. Like, it's been a while. It's been way... I say it's been a while. It's been too goddamn long. I want another writer series officially released to watch, especially for TGSR, because I would like a proper writer series for us to go through on TGSR and talk about. And I want dates, and I want a plan. Because, like, I'm fine with us just getting one. Maybe one dropped towards the end of the week and being like, surprise, here's another writer. Here's another series. But I would also like, at the very least, them to go forward with, this is the plan. Like, either Shout Factory takes it all, like, takes what's not been taken, and we go forward with that. And they go forward through their Tokusatsu, like, network of partners. Or, like, that, like, the Toku channel takes them, and we'll all be disappointed because it's garbage. Because it'll not be the best quality. Like, what I want is them to say, this is the plan, this is how we're releasing writer series going forward. We're, like, giving the license to this group, and they will be doing them over, like, the next, I don't know, however long. Or just don't even give us a time frame, like, to expect all the shows. Just say, this is the group that's doing it, this is the group we're giving the full rights to. And telling them, go. Like, I would like that. I would like just the acknowledgement of, we have a plan, this is the plan, and we just, like, we can just wait. And we just see release it, and we just wait for Shout Factory to, like, just say every now and again, hey, this is when we're releasing a project, or... Or, hey, we're just gonna shadow drop a series, like, right now. Excuse me? Scarlet? 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 Scarlet, what are you doing? Scarlet? Scarlet? I mean, you're not wrong according to my cards. Okay. That happened. So, that happened. But yeah, like, I don't need, like, a hard schedule of, like, this is when we're going to be releasing all the Showa series, this is when we're releasing all the Heisei series. No, just saying that this company has, like, we have negotiated for this company to have the rights to writer, and they will be doing the subs and be releasing them X, Y, or Z method through X, Y, or Z method, or X, Y, and Z method. Like, that's fine. It doesn't need to be more complicated than that. I just want a plan. I just want them to say, we have a plan. This is the plan. That's it. Our plan is, we give it to Shout Factory, and then they will, like, work on these releases, and, like, you know, you can expect a release every, like, 3 to 4 months or something. I don't know. They don't even have to give me an estimate. They can just say, Shout Factory has them, Shout Factory will be releasing all of them going forward. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's all I ask. That's all I need. And, like, I know, apparently, because it's gotten around, like, enough that I'm like, a lot of people keep asking about DVDs for seasons. Like, I'm even okay with that if Shout Factory is willing to step up, and if Shout Factory is the one that gets the rights and stuff in this, like, hypothetical situation, for them to just go, hey, this is when we'll release DVD sets, and, like, hey, maybe for Writer Week, Hey, pre-orders are up for, like, Ichigo and Kuga. Like, now. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably would get those. I only have one of Shout Factory's, like, Sentai releases. That's because I got it, like, cheap at, like, a... I forget the name of the bookstore, but it was a bookstore somewhere that was closing. And I got it, like, on a discount. So, honestly, I wouldn't mind picking up, like, all the Rider series on DVD. Even if I don't like a series, I'm like, you know, I wouldn't mind having them all on DVD. Just to be safe. But I'm hoping for good news, like either that news or like official release of Soto news. Either case would get me happy, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like new figure arts news is just a meh to me because I'm like, I'm out of the figure arts game. Like right now, the only things that would get me like picking up a new figure art at this point is a Build Genius release and a Ride Vendor release. Like, that's it. Because I don't expect them to do more than that at this point. And also because they've teased both of those, and Figure Arts has done a lot, has cut back a lot recently on their, we're showing a thing, but we're never releasing it. Habit. So. And they've shown both of those, and I'm like, yeah, the tour event, like the Ride Vendor is the last bike that hasn't seen a Figure Arts release. Now my dog's clogging up the door. That hasn't seen like a Figure Arts release or what was it? Like I think a Papanika DX release would be the other one technically because of the Akito Tornado. It's technically the same thing in Figure Arts. Anyway. Yeah, that's the last bike that, you know, I would want that hasn't gotten like a proper good release for Figure Arts. And then Build Genius is also the last final form I need. Because, like, everything else I want from Build has been released. I just need to track it down and buy it. Like, the Core 4 Riders and the Build Machiner, or the Ride Machiner. Is it Build Machiner? I marked the wrong number for that one. 1 second. Like, all that's been released. I'm just waiting on Build Genius, and I'm like, alright, I'll get Build Genius. Yay. Ah, hey, look, it's the last final form I need. And I get the Core 4 Build Riders, so that's the last Build Rider. That's literally the last Build figures I need. And then get the Machine Builder. That's like the last bike I need. Outside of, like, I think the Akito Tornado? Yeah, the Akito Tornado, and then a Ride Vendor release. And then, like, I'm technically done. The only other thing is getting a Renewal Wizard to replace my current Wizard. Because I like the Renewal Wizard better. So. Yeah, Rider Week should be fun. a fun time. And apparently, at least for my state, I think starting the 5th, like pretty much every age group is cracked open for vaccination. Shit. Let's go graveyard because that's my best option. You know what? Plum and whip. See how this goes. But yeah, the 5th will be open for vaccination. Or on the 5th, every age group in my state will be open for vaccination. But apparently some places are taking things sooner, according to the state's website for this stuff. Okay. Okay, game. I have exactly 0 locations available to me, so sure. Well then. Well then. Well then. Great. Time for a location race. Yay. Because I did the whole, like, well, I ask you, like, you know, health-related questions, see what group you fall into, like, a while back, and you could set up to have an email be sent to you for when your group was supposed to be able to be vaccinated. And I got the email, like, last week. And I checked, and it's only, like, churches, and of those churches, in terms of vaccination sites, only, like, I think one of them is taking first doses of, like, one of the 2-dose vaccines, I think. I forget if it was, like, one or both of them. But one church was only taking first doses. We're only taking people who needed a first dose. One church was only taking people with a second dose. I think one was a general vaccination website or vaccination site. I forget. I think there was another one, but there might not have been. But the doctor I go to all the time for stuff, whenever I need to go to him, which is like once in a blue moon, apparently is taking vaccination appointments, just internal for them. They're just saying, hey, just call us and set it up, and we'll take care of you from there. They're not doing it through, like, the state website and stuff, because I guess they just want to handle it internally and not get, like, inundated with, like, 5 million requests at once and have to figure it out, because I'm sure their stock is limited. And they get limited restocks, and they only get restocked so often, so I guess they're just like, alright, we're just going to handle this internally, just so we don't have people call in and do website stuff. We just take it from one source and go forward from there. And I'm like, alright, I guess I'll call you tomorrow and see what we can do, because might as well get the needle in me and be done. Like, I'm sure there are concerns about testing and stuff, but I'm like, it seems like everyone is fine from the several thousands. I think tens of thousands at the number. I forget what our total vaccination number at the moment is for the country. I'm sure it's in the tens of thousands at minimum. But everything seems fine. So, fucking hit me. I'll deal with this sore arm as necessary. Honestly, if I can pick an arm, pick the arm I don't use for everything. Hit me in that arm, that'll be fine. Mustard, I know you have that location. I have nothing to say no to that, says no to that, so. Shit. Damn you, Mustard! Honestly, I couldn't have figured it out either, because, like, Maybe I could have guessed that, but, like, there's other options, too. It honestly would have been a roll of the dice. And, like, a guess. No, it could have gone any way right there for me. But I'll call tomorrow and see. Just shoot me up and be done. In other news, that Zen Market box I've been trying to put together that has the Birth set, the Genesis Riders set, a cross build Soto figure, and the Shadow X new, like current Ichigo, like new Ichigo. More or less the Ichigo everyone knows because it's the one that shows up in everything now. I finally got the Genesis Rider set in. And I was like, cool. Like, it just came in to the warehouse for the middleman today, and I was just like, cool. Yay! I can put the box together, and they can ship it out to me. I put it together, I didn't get an email saying that there's a message, and then the middleman said, hey, by the way, we can't ship these items, and I'm like, it's because the candy, isn't it? For some reason, 3/4 of the items, and I'm pretty sure the 3/4 of those items, according to its list, are the Soto stuff. And it's like, oh, you can't ship these because candy. And I'm like, so instead of doing DHL, which bear in mind, I've done a Soto dozens of times, and Mini Pla like several times now, and they've never had a problem until now. Until now. That they're like, oh, we can't ship this DHL. And I'm like, okay. So my only other option is, what was it? Surface Airmail was what I had to select, which means I'm not seeing that box for 2 to 3 months. Which is a fucking shit show, I tell you what. Which pretty much means, like, 2 to 3 months puts that in May, at minimum. May to June. Meaning I will have, because I have it pre-ordered, the first CSM O's figure and Gaim Chronicle 3, before I even remotely have a chance to have that box. Which will probably be fine, because that's 3 more Genesis Riders that I don't have, that I have to sticker up the Sonic Arrow for, and it's just like, oh hey look, I don't have to sticker up a Sonic Arrow! Like, 6 more times! Because it's a tedious fucking thing to sticker up a Sonic Arrow several dozen times. Because it is 6 stickers on that thing. It's the same 6 stickers, regardless of which Sonic Arrow you do. And it's just tedious. It's not bad, it's tedious. Because it's the same sticker over. It's the same thing for all 6 of them. And if you're like me, and you only picked up, like, 2.5 things from, like, Gaim Chronicle 2, and guess what? The only weapons you're stickering up that isn't, like, the one Budo Ryuho is, is the Sonic Arrow. 6 times, and it's just like, ah, fucking hell. I'm honestly tempted that when I get the Genesis Rider set in, that I'm not stickering up the extended, like, pullback air bows, because I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to use the regular bows and be done. I'm not going to bother with the extended ones. Because, fuck that. But the good thing is, when I get that set in, I will... Well, the good thing is, I guess, because of this delay, is when I get Gaim Chronicle 3 in, I will at least have all 4 of the core Gaim Riders. Because my Gaim shelf for Chronicle is distinctly missing Gaim himself, because I'm waiting on Kiwami. And then taking what I assume to be a spare Kiwami, because I would think that would be the second figure, because Gaim, like, the the Gaim form has, or the Gaim, or a specific Gaim figure has been the duplicate in the 2 Gaim Chronicle sets so far that were retail. Because Gaim Orange Arms was the duplicate in Chronicle 1, and then because Bandai, I guess, Kachidoki was the duplicate in Gaim Chronicle 2 instead of Gaim Jimba, which you would think they would make the duplicate of since it's the one with multiple forms. Or multiple versions and multiple option stickers. You would think you would make that one the duplicate. That way you get, like, you can pretty much get the plates, at least, to do all 4 Jimba form. You don't get the Jimba arms to do all 4, but you at least get the plates. But no, it's Kachidoki. And I expect again for Chronicle 3, because as a reminder, Chronicle 3 is Gaim Kiwami, Lord Baron, Hail Ryugen, and an accessories part set. Or a 2-part accessory part, or pretty much weapon sets. The weapon set. That Kiwami is the duplicate. Because it's not going to be Lord Baron. It's not going to be Hail Ryugen. The only thing it could be is the weapon. The only other thing I could think it could end up being is the extra weapon sets. Because, fuck it, why not? Here's, like, all the weapons, which is, like, more than I even know what to do with at that point. Because, like, I can have some uses for them. Because, like, that weapon set gives you, eventually will end up giving you a duplicate of every weapon in Gaim. Because every other character in form that is coming with, that would have those weapons, is coming with them. So you get a duplicate of all those weapons. So you can do, like, in Full Throttle, when Kota summons all the weapons for everyone to wield. I think Ryugen ends up with the Melon Defender in his Shin Zangetsu form, which is a visual I really like, so of course I'm going to give Shin Zangetsu his Melon Defender. Like, regardless of which Zangetsu I'm putting up there. You know what? Hot Tub. Why not? Like, either for, like, Zangetsu, Melon Energy, or or, like, Kachidoki Zangetsu. Like, one of those two, whichever one is going to end up on the hero side of my Gaim stuff, that's going to be the one with the Melon Defender. Along with, like, their usual weapon, because I think that's a nice visual. I'll probably end up giving Baron, like, either the Spear or his Mango Punisher to, like, pose with the Sonic Arrow. Or maybe just give him both to dual wield, because there will be enough Sonic Arrows on the shelf as is. I might as well do something different weapon-wise and, like, let Lemon Energy Baron have, like, both of his weapons at the same time, because fuck it, why not? It's my shelf, I'll do what I want, damn it. And then Kiwami can have, like, whatever, I don't know. I don't know if I want to give him, like, the full, like, DJ Gun, or not Maru. Muso, like, the DJ Gun, Muso Saber, like, the full sword mode. Or give him something else. Like, I like the visual of, like, Banana Spear plus Melon Defender for him, but that would require a second set since I'm already using those for something else. And also, other figures would have those, and that's a repeat of weapons. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe, like, Muso Saber plus Dai Maru, or I don't know. Like, dual wield 2 interesting weapons for him in the set. And maybe since Molinus did his own version of the rocks from that are coming in with Lucifer, he did his own versions for like the Sakens. I might print me a couple of those, paint them black, and like stick extra weapons in them that I put up on the shelf because, like, why not? Just scatter them about. Alright, that doesn't anything. That just Moriarty. Nothing else to there. Although that does confirm weapon. That. Which doesn't get us too much further. I might print a bunch of those off and like stick weapons in them. Or at least he has it as a modified file. I might take it and modify it as necessary for like other weapons to do with them. Like, eh. Granted, I still gotta figure out what I want to do for the extra Kiwami, because I said this in one of like Frozen Strauss' stickering streams that like I have a thought of what to do with the extra Kiwami. And I probably talked about this before, but Clue is the time for me to talk about stuff, because Clue is an incredibly autopilot game for me, of just like, oh, I can autopilot this forever and just talk about stuff. I'm at the point where I can just do Clue and do other stuff while I'm doing Clue, because I don't have to pay attention that much and still can potentially win. Yay. Well, piss. Back to hot tub. Why not? Oh, that gets us white. Oxygen tank. Alright, you got like one card left, and we are very low on locations. But I have a thought, because like we have all these Rider Lock seeds. Technically all Rider Lock seeds in Gaim, since Kamen Rider Tyson, but I thought about doing a Rider Lock seed Gaim-esque form. But I also thought about just limiting to the Heisei Rider ones, like not going all in with all the Showa Rider ones, because I'm like, I don't know if that would be good visual. Because the only image in my head right now is to take the, like, Gaim Kiwami as is, maybe take it back to, like, the Gaim Blue. Like, that base blue, or at least some type of, like, tealish blue. Like, something kind of like a green-blue mix. Got it. That's one of our wins! That's one of the ones we needed! Hell yeah. But take the silver back to like maybe a greenish blue. And kind of keep everything else same. More or less, it would be kind of like a pretty stock repaint of Kiwami, because more or less I'm applying Cyclone Joker extreme rules of it, of just we're adding one distinctively color difference about it and maybe something else. But like a greenish blue of some kind instead of the silver. Maybe keep the black. If it, like, corresponded well enough, or maybe something else, I don't know. Colors are limited because I would need to find the paint for it. But that, and then, like, replace the chest sticker with a different kind of chest sticker. Like, I could replace that the current chest sticker, because I assume it would be a chest sticker, because, like, I don't see it being anything else. Replace that with a different chest sticker. In this case, maybe one with different swords, and honestly, I think Saber gave me the imagery I needed, which is their sword tree thing from the last couple episodes. Like, instead of these different like fruits and stuff, it's these different swords from Rider history, and I think I would do, because one thing I want to emphasize with it is, like, Kota's connection to the last 4 riders before him, because those were the first 4 rider lock seeds he got. Kind of. He technically didn't get all of them. He only got the wizard one and didn't really use it. Like, Baron Regan and Zeketsu used the like the double O's and 4A ones like more than he did. But I kind of want to emphasize, like, Kota's connection to those 4, so it'd be like the main 4 swords for them. So like the Prism Bicker, the Meta Jalabur, or the Meta Gabryu, well, probably the Meta Gabryu, since it would technically be all Final Form weapons. So like, yeah, the Prism Bicker, the Meta Gabryu, I think it's like Brazen Sword. I forget the name of Forze's like rocket sword for Cosmic States all the time. But that sword, and then the Excalibur. Maybe the 4 of them like stuck in the ground next to each other, and like and maybe like the Musa Saber DJ gun, like I think it's Daiken mode is technically what it's called. Is the technical name of that mode? But like that in the center, surrounded by the 4 of them, all sticking out of the ground. And then the main thing I want to do on the back, which is again another sticker thing, is that instead of like the gold leafing that's on the back of the cape currently, instead it would be kind of this intricate like arrangement of emblems. So like at the center is Dimes, and then in like a diamond shape around that is double O's Forze Wizard in some like fashion. And then surrounding them in a circle is Kuga through Decade, which are the first 10 Heisei riders, and then in a circle around them, because I might as well do Showa era, because why not? Would be the 15 previous Showa riders, so like Ichigo through J. And I don't know what you would call this. More or less, I'm looking at Ghost's, like, Heisei Rider arm, or his Heisei Rider form, that was just grateful with all the with like 2 extra plates to do all the Heisei riders, doing that more or less. Fuck. Dice, why? Why do you do this to me? Dice, why? Dice, why? Dice, why? But like within them is like, but they're like between all these emblems is some sort of like wizard style like spell circle kind of thing, just so it gives like framing for how all these emblems are arranged and stuff. Like it's some intricate kind of seal, and that's on the back of the cape, which would be an improvement over like decade completer forms like stack of bullshit cards on his. But honestly, I would keep everything else the same. Like, I would probably keep, like, the Gaim helmet the same, but just paint it a different color, because, like, I don't think I would want to try to, like, print something different. To, like, replace the big Gaim, like, crest on the head. And, like, the eyes, like, the multicolor of the eyes still work, because it could just represent different riders. Like, the only thing I might do was do more of a gradient to represent different riders. So, like, go from, like, a green of Ichigo to, like, the red of Kuga to maybe, like, a green and black. Or, no, maybe go from a green to a red to a blue. Gradient to be, like, from, like, Ichigo to Kuga to Gaim. Like, nothing too fancy or different. Because, again, Cyclone Joker Extreme rules. We're not redesigning everything. We're just giving it a different paint. I hear my dog barking outside again. After something. Let me do my turn, and I'm gonna go deal with him. Something's apparently in the neighborhood, and he's all riled up about it. That's why he was clawing at my door, and I was just like, no, go lay down. You don't need to go outside and bark at it forever. You don't need to go bark to assert dominance. It's fine. You just stay inside, ignore it. Like, it won't get anywhere near your yard. I didn't do murder. I didn't do crime. Alright, I'll be back. I was confused for a second because I thought I was like, I'm hitting the control button to do the shortcut to mute my mic. It turns out I was hitting the Windows key instead of control. That's what I plan to do as soon as I have the capabilities of printing my own stickers, which My uncle's supposed to figure that out for me, but that was months ago, and he has never gotten back to me on it. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna figure out how to do this my fucking self at this point. Just turn myself into a one-man soda making operation of just like, fuck it, I'm gonna figure out how to do this myself. How to print your own stickers and just test them out on like Zonjus, because I have him disassembled into pieces. Let's call the 50-50, say Peacock in Ocean. You couldn't show me one of the other two. You had to show me a location. Smart, but fuck you. Oh, as it turns out, the like the Gaim set, and I think it's a Gaim set in the like Charmant set. So like the Bravo Gridon set, both of those are out at the moment. We don't have the drivers. I don't think the Sengoku driver stuff is out just yet. I think it's just the Loxies at the moment because people are just using their DX ones to make these work. But the Kiwami Lockseed apparently is updated with all the other weapons from the V cinemas and all that. So it's like, it's got the Shin Kagematsu, the Savior's arrows and stuff, like the Blood Daidaimaru, like all the other stuff. And they're all at the end. And it's kind of funny because there is a clear, distinct difference in, I don't know if it's, I wouldn't say it's quality, but like in sound at least, between like the original recordings of the weapons with the Kiwami Lockseed and then these new recordings with, I assume, the same person, because they sound distinctly different. And they're all tacked on at the end. And I also think that now you can click it multiple times and you get all the weapons that would be in that row. So if you clicked it like 3 times in a row and it's at the beginning, I think it would go like Muso Saber, Daidaimaru, Banana Spear, I think? Or is it DJ Gun? I forget the order. It's in the Kiwami Lockseed. Alright, we have a location. Cool. Also, Peacock beat us to the answer. Not as cool. We have nothing that says no, and Peacock would know that was wrong, so... Wah, wah, that's a loss. Damn it! Do I have to wait a week? Damn it! I was hoping for another win. I was hoping we could get all of our plum wins this week. And we can start fresh with mustard starting next week. But I guess that's not happening. Yeah, that's just my thoughts, because, like... Also, interestingly enough, because, you know, I redid the, like, Hall of Rider... the Hallway of Rider in a Minecraft world recently. And at the start of it, I put all of the main Heisei riders plus 01. And eventually Saber, because, why not? Since they all have these, like, extra movie forms and stuff. Gaim really doesn't have one. Oddly enough. So, just to kind of go through some of the, like, extra movie forms that would kind of, like, fit what I was doing with this doing with this display. So, just starting with Double, because, like, this is kind of where it starts. In all honesty, because there isn't really a whole lot you can do or there's not many things you can do from, like, Kuga through Decade. Hey, I can meme with Scarlet. Cool. I can't meme with Gun, so bat. Big cricket bat. Big, thick cricket bat. I think those are, like, really thick and heavy. They look thick and heavy. Well, not bat, so we're 50-50 on weapon off the bat. Yay. Because, like, Kuga technically has one with Rising Ultimate, but I don't count Melted Cheese Ultimate because that's not Godai Kuga, that's Onodore Kuga, that is his form and his exclusively, because that is a form he gained through the course of Decade, not something that Godai Kuga gained through the course of the original series, and only maybe got it by fucking bullshit, is what I will say, in the Heisei Rider special. Simply put, it's not Godai's, so it doesn't count. You want to argue with me? No. I will not hear an argument about it. I don't care. That is the line in the sand I draw. That is the hill I die on. Is Rising Ultimate does not belong to Godai. It exclusively belongs to Onodore. It is not a thing they share. Hell, if you want something that is exclusive to Godai, I think technically the Rising forms are exclusive to Godai, because I don't think Onodore ever uses the Rising forms. I think mostly because he never died and had to get shocked, because the Rising powers are technically not an original power set for, like, the original Kuga. Because, like, rewatching Kuga the series, like, recently, like, made me go, oh right, Rising's exclusive to Godai. Like, it's not a part of the original power set. It's something that the Amadam Stone, like, took from... like, took the electricity from the shock that Godai got when they were trying to revive him, and then turned that into a power that was then applied to all of his other forms. And, like, Amazing Mighty is technically a blend of that, plus, like, Ultimate, because it's like a mix between the two, and Ultimate's kind of its own thing that may have gotten modified because of the Rising capabilities, but is, in essence, its own thing. Razor. Damn. Show me a weapon. Or show me a suspect. Do it. 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 Hey, we got a suspect. We didn't do murder. We didn't do crime. But yeah, Agito doesn't have one, Ryuki doesn't have one, Feist doesn't have one, Blade doesn't have one, Hibiki doesn't have one, Kabuto doesn't have one. Den-O does, if we're talking, like, Cho Climax. But that's kind of it. Kiva, I guess, could have one if you count, like, the dragon form of Emperor that he got in his movie. Although it's technically not a rider form, or a normal rider form. It's more of a monster form. And then Decade has, like, X, Y, and Z variation of Decade Complete. All those variations that exist that are technically still Decade Complete. And I guess he has, like, Decade Completer now as, like, an extra final form, but it looks like shit, and it's a garbage suit from a garbage couple of specials. It could go away and never be seen again. But like from Double onward, like Double has Gold Extreme, O's has Super Tatoba. As much as I'm like, I wish we didn't we invert the colors, but like Super Tatoba kind of fits that description of like an extra special final form. Because he also has like Burakawani and... Is it just Burakawani? No, Tamashi. I forgot about Tamashi. Like Burakawani and Tamashi as like other movie forms he got, but they're not necessarily like anything special given like O's normal power set. Super Tatoba feels like the special one. And then you have like Forze with Fusion, Infinity with like, or Infinity Dragon, all Dragon. Let's stick a museum. You know what? We'll guess this, because why not? We'll throw out the Scarlet meme and see if it works for us. Sorry about that, I was reading something. Yeah, Wizard, like, any variation of Infinity All Dragon you want, either regular or gold. And I guess, technically, like, the Burning All Dragon, the Red All Dragon from, like, Ultimatum, but it doesn't quite feel right. But Gaim has none of those. All of his movie forms have all been Rider arms. Because in Sengoku Movie Tyson, he got Wizard arms. In Kamen Tyson, he got Ichigo arms. Okay, so not Hyde Park. Rhydock? Fuck, I might as well. I'll give it a shot. I'm trying to think of what else he got in Kamen Tyson. Because I feel like he got a different... No, he didn't. Shit. Good lord, I have almost all Scarlet's cards. This is why I meme Scarlet as being the murderer forever, is because she does this shit to me all the time. She is my eternal rival in Clue. Yeah, Ichigo arms. Let's see. Full Throttle, he got Drive arms. And that's it? Oh, I forgot. For the soccer movie, he got, like, the Dark Jimba arms. Which, technically, that's just the Dark Rider version of him. Which is why whenever we get that suit, which I get that as a Soto figure, which I assume we will, that's going to go alongside Lord Baron and Hellryugen. And eventually Shin Zangetsu as, here's the dark versions of the Core 4 Riders, because... why not? Here's the Dark versions of the 4 Core Riders, alongside every other Dark Rider from the series. Damn it. But I guess I'll finish talking about this because I want to see if Tommy will hop on here soon. But yeah, that's all of Gaim's options as like movie special final form things, which so his don't exist. Drive has type special, which really works in my honesty because it's a nice like technically fusion of regular Drive in Dark Drive, even though that's just future Drive. I still go off the interpretation of the Henshin that like type special is a fusion of like Tamari's like version of Drive and his son's version of Drive. Like that's still my interpretation. I don't think that is like his son's version of Drive. I don't think. I think Dark Drive is technically his son's version of Drive, which is why if we ever got Soto Drive, like Dark Drive is technically going with all the heroic riders, because I technically want, like, Tamari's kid to time travel from the past and just be like, hey, I'm gonna hang out with you for a little bit and do a thing. I'm reclaiming my version of Drive to be heroic. Because I also like the idea that since that Drive technically uses a version of the break gun as his weapon, that's just a sword version of the break gun, that Chase maybe helped train him because Chase is alive in the future why not? I can headcanon what was it Eiji Tamari like his whole history is, because like we're never getting that officially, so I can headcanon whatever the fuck I want because we're never getting that story officially. Yeah, Drive's got that. Ghost, I guess Tenkan Tokusatsu, like the one from Heisei Generations, probably would be the best one for him. Because, like, that's the one that he got in Heisei Generations, and the one that kind of, like, kicked off, like, the final form, like, blitz of that movie, so by association, I'll take it as that. Like, because the only other one that kind of fits would be, like, his, like, Heisei Rider Grateful form, for me at least. And that was only, like, a one-time special thing that's technically not even a movie thing. It's a special thing. Xaid, he's got, like, Mighty Creator, at least. I don't think he really has anything else. I don't think he even really got anything else in the movie, because, like, Heisei Generations just had the early debut of Mighty Brothers. Joe Superhero Tyson technically just had the Go Riders. Like, it didn't even get X8 to new form. I think Brave technically got a new form in that movie, and X8 didn't, because I think Brave got, was it Famitsu? Not Famitsu. That's the magazine. Was it Gradius? The Gradius I'm thinking of? I think he got the Gradius gas hat. I think. He got one of the actual video game gas hats. And then you also had, like, True Brave debuting in that, which, like, eventually led to him getting Tato Legacy in the series because they repurposed the armor and just slapped it on Brave. It was just like, here's a new form for you at the last minute that we literally don't have to spend money on. But yeah, like, and we've got nothing there. Yeah, literally, it would just be Mighty Creator, which sucks because Mighty Creator gets nothing in the movie. I assume Tommy's telling me to go ahead for a little bit. And he's gonna tell me to keep rolling, so we'll do a game here in a minute. I'll finish this up. But yeah, let's see. Build has cross build because like Bill didn't get really anything else in his other movies. Like he got Smartphone Wolf in like the second Heisei Generations, but that was kind of it. He only got cross build in Be the One, and he got nothing in Heisei Generations Forever. And Bill doesn't really have any other means or anything else, unless you were to like headcanon that the hazard trigger plus the genius bottle actually does something to the suit, unlike in the series, and gives him like a black version of genius or whatever a hazard form of genius. Hazard blah 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 blah. A hazard version of genius should actually look like, and not just the trigger is in the suit to give it more power. Because they kept doing that. They did that for him and for Cross. And then Geo, like, Oma form's kind of it for him. And then 01, unfortunately, doesn't have an extra final form thing because... So, like... 001 is, to me, kind of like Kamen Rider Joker from A to Z, where it's this is backup, shit's bad, this is all I got suit that, Aruto spends most of the movie desperately trying to not die in the suit as it's trying to kill him in trying to fight in this suit that is incredibly not meant to work for him, and he's trying. So trying to think. He actually doesn't. We technically don't have a crossover movie with him because we just have the double feature of 01 and Saber. But in that, he gets Hell Rising Hopper, which, like, knowing the context for the movie, which I won't spoil, because I'm trying not to spoil that movie, because it sounds really good, so. But, that's technically not a final form for him. And it also only lasts for a scene, because, context. Let's just say, Hell Rising Hopper is not a good thing. And also, it's not a good idea that Aruto slammed that progress key in his driver. But he did it anyway because Aruto be Aruto. He did it for good reasons, but it was a bad idea. So all he really has at the moment is technically Realizing Hopper, which is just Rising Hopper with bigger numbers attached to it. I know the figure arts tried to retcon it to look different, to have like more teal in the suit, but like, again, it's just Rising Hopper. So until we get a proper like different 01 form, Aruto has nothing, which kind of feels appropriate. But at least Toma, for now, has Emotional Dragon until his presumed solo movie to come at some point. If he does get one at this... We are in some nebulous territory of if we get a proper Saber solo film, or we get like a full like 01 Saber crossover, or fucking what? Who fucking knows? Considering the state of 01 with the V cinemas, I'm like, I don't fucking know if they would at the moment, because like the V cinemas are doing a thing with the 01 casts that I'm like, Saber can't have a crossover with them at the moment. They're busy dealing with their own shit. So. But like, at least Saber has Emotional Dragon for now. And then his proper final form, which will be whatever the fuck's to come in a couple months or so. Since Blades is getting a new form, and we got a better look at it, and apparently it does have a book that spins, and I'm like, well, at least I guess that part was right. Out of, like, the 6 different rumors Blades had. That, and I think there is fur on the helmet, so, like, that part of... I think a different rumor was right. Yay! But yeah. The original point, Gaim doesn't have a special extra final form, and I'm trying to give him a special extra final form. That way, I don't know, eventually when I have all of the... I hope Soto does, all of the Phase 2 riders, I can do, like, a main rider, a final form, and then an extra final form picture of everyone together. Also, is Godzilla King vs. Kong out? Like, out, or is it just out for reviewers? Well, that's not helpful. When's this supposed to come out? Because I would actually want to watch this. Oh, it's technically already out. Oh. I didn't know. Oh, and I guess I should plug this since we're doing it soon-ish. TGSR tonight. It's the start of Beast Wars. I have not gotten the watch list together for us. I will do that either tonight or tomorrow. I'll probably end up doing it tonight because I'll just take care of a bunch of stuff I was wanting to do tonight. Wanting to do today, just tonight because I didn't get around to it. You know what? I'm gonna go to the complete opposite one. Fuck it. Let's see. Scarlet, of course. And... Old Gun. Bow Gun. Bow Gun. Oh, I got my new mouse in today. I unfortunately have to figure out how to get this one stupid program installed so I can actually change the coloring, this lighting thing on it, because right now it's just pulsing through, or it's just like grading through like all the preset colors on it. And I like it to set it to just one color, and apparently Asus has a program that lets you can do that, and I guess with all their other products, just like a little command center thing, and I'm just like, I would like that, please, so I can just make this blue. I'd like to just make this blue, please. I have not watched Zenkaiger for this week. I know the episode's out, and Gomengo put up a watch along for that and Saber for this week, which apparently was a fucking clip show for the most of it. And I'm like, oh boy, that watch along will be fun to watch them slowly realize it's a fucking clip show. And just be like, well, I guess we're checked out for most of this episode. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, and apparently the this last sword is for was it Sabella's brother, who is another swordsman under, like, directly under Master Logos. And apparently he is the swordsman of time! And his Wonder Ride book is Ocean Story, which is another, like, proper animal book, but his element is, but it's another, like, kind of encyclopedia-esque book, kind of like Sabella's, which is like an insect encyclopedia. This is more of a, here is the story of the ocean and the animals within it. So technically it's an animal book, because we have too many writers of everything else and not animals. Also, we have too many, like, not animal Wonder Ride books, to be honest. Like, I think most of our Wonder Ride books are either story books or legendary creature books. And honestly, I think it's more storybooks at this point because of all the lost storybooks they had to put out for the one thing in the series to get us to Excalibur and Avalon, and then that didn't matter in like 2 weeks. And also, most of those books went unnamed in fucking series. Which baffles me. Fucking baffles me that they bothered releasing all this shit that didn't even fucking matter in series. It's just like, oh no, we gotta release all this. Oh no, this is all super important material that we gotta get out there. Oh, and we might be talking later in the series, because I didn't realize they had set something up in the series so fucking early. I didn't realize that they put in the implication that fucking early. To the point of like, huh. Ah, shit. Change the number on that real quick. Also, Tarantulas. What the fuck? This is a kid's show. Calm down. Rein it in a little. Jesus. Like, this show reminds me of a thing I think I was talking about with Doom 6 last week. Last week. I forget the stream. But just how apparently if your characters are robots, it's fine for it to be gruesome because it's robots, it's not people, it's fine. Because I'm like, alright, Megatron's like decapitated technically, and his head goes flying in this dream sequence, and I'm like, oh, Tarantulas just gets his fucking leg blown off in one scene. He also talks about fucking eating Cheetor, which is like, what the fuck? And then Cheetor earlier in this episode talks about eating Rat Trap. I'm just like, you should not get away with this. This is a kid's show, but apparently since they're all robots, it's fine. It's fine. What the fuck? Magic! Was it magic? Alright, so we have weapon. It was potion. And we know Scarlet didn't do it. Right. So... we are now left with 1,001 locations that we have barely any information on. Yay! Sorry. A little stopped up at the moment, apparently. Sherlock and... Damn it. Which one? Sherlock. I was about to say, you probably have that location in your hand. So what the fuck is it? Alright, we know that's wrong. Or it's... Right? What? Did I miss Mark 3? I must have missed Mark 3. Because that shouldn't be right. Well, poo. Well, poo-poo-ka-choo. I fucked up. What up? Guess I will wait a little bit for Tommy. If he hops on. I guess in the meantime, I will. Let's watch this up and running. Or at least, attempt to.
Hello.
Hello. I was starting to work on the watch list because I forgot to do that today.
Good one.
I got the notes, just not the watch list, which isn't super important until after today.
Wait, until after today?
Yeah, because that way we know what the hell we're watching. When, especially when we do the season transitions.
Hmm.
What?
Oh, the simple fact of I see what you did by copying the Dragon Knight watch list.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's you see the nonsense I'm dealing with at the moment. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Wait so I can do
Yeah.
this.
Uh,
I'm just trying to get everything in a block, and then worry about formatting later.
you like splitting two-parters, I see.
I sorry. I can't help it. The show is oddball numbered, and it keeps doing this. At least it keeps the three-parter all together.
Also, all I have to say is, oh boy, that's CGI.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a way of you can clearly tell it is far outdated.
Yeah.
Like you can see it a mile away, half blind, even kind of deal with it. It is way outdated.
I mean, this was like 1996. This is one of, like, I think the first attempts at CG animation on a TV scale.
Yeah, you can tell.
Now, did I do... Two... What did I miss? Oh. Why did you not copy over?
Reasons.
I was like, wait,
Reasons,
I
things,
missed...
stuff.
I was like, I'm missing 2 episodes. What? Somehow it dropped the final 2 episodes.
Sounds about right.
Alright, that should be 52. Alright, so all the episodes are in there. I just need to get them all in the same format and looking better. Alright. Do that later.
Also, how is it that I actually find a decent image for this very quickly?
Because it's a popular show?
Like, out of everything we've done, this one's the easiest one so far. Because for those that don't realize what I try to do, I usually try to do one that I feel like would probably fit for the entire show kind of deal. That way I don't have to kind of change part of the way through.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oddly enough, I found one that works.
But I got the dashboard and stuff updated.
I see.
Also, I've been dropping like a handful of frames all night. I just now hit.
Not good.
Well, I've only just hit 1% of drop frames. I just see it go to yellow, then go to red, then back to green in like just a couple seconds, and I'm like, what is up? Why are you being unstable? Is it all the rain we've been getting?
Probably.
Because we've gotten a shit ton of rain in the last like week.
I mean, Charter doesn't know how to deal with rain.
Fair.
But that should be good.
All right, I'm going to take the stream down. We'll be right back with TGSR for the week, folks. Stay tuned.